who will emerge as the RB1 in the 2027 NFL Draft. Right now, I currently have 4 running backs that are ranked inside my top 50 NFL Draft Big Board rankings for the summer, and all 4 have a legitimate path to finishing as the top back in this class. Now, Missouri's Ahmad Hardy, he currently leads my early rankings, but Florida's Jadan, Baugh, Michigan's Jordan Marshall, and Georgia Tech's Justice Haynes, the former Michigan running back, are all firmly in the race. And that is only the top group. This class has several additional backs with the production and the traits to climb much higher during the 2026 college football season. Now, the RB1 discussion, it cannot be based on production alone. I'm looking for backs with great vision, contact balance, explosive playmaking ability, the 3-down versatility that you're looking for in the passing game, and a skill set that can translate into a lead back role or a high value committee role at the NFL level. Now, each of these backs, they all win very differently, which is why the race remains wide open here at the start of this process. Now, as of the summer scouting period, Ahmad Hardy is my current RB1, and he is the number 28 player on our NFL Draft Big Board over at footballscout365.com. Now, at 5'10", 206 pounds, his game is built around his vision, his contact balance, his ability to run with controlled tempo, and his ability to also create yards after contact. He rushed for 1,649 yards and 16 touchdowns in 2025. He also averaged 6.4 yards per carry. Now, the main football question is going to be his overall receiving profile. He only has 14 receptions across 2 college seasons, so he still has to prove that he can create value beyond the early downs. Now, I do want to note that Hardy has been medically cleared after suffering a gunshot wound to his upper leg back in May, but Missouri has not established a firm return date. We now have to see whether the same lower body power, that lateral agility, and the workload capacity that we had seen from a season ago will return to 100% form during the 2026 college football season. Now, next up is going to be Florida running back Jadan Baugh. He is currently the RB2 on our NFL draft board. Baugh is listed at around 6'1" and about 230 pounds, but he moves with much lighter feet than most backs in that particular weight class. Now, when you're watching his tape, you can see that he combines power through contact with patience, second level vision, and he's got the 3-down versatility to go along with it as well. And he's also got some reliable ball security. Now, in 2025, Baugh rushed for 1,170 yards. He had 8 touchdowns. Then he added 31 receptions for an additional 185 yards and 2 more scores. Now, his frame and passing down value give him one of the clearest 3-down pathways in the class. Now, the concern is that he is more of a build-up runner than an instant accelerator. The long speed separation is not always something that you see on the tape, and he will occasionally hesitate too long behind the line of scrimmage. But if Baugh can become more decisive without losing his patience behind the line of scrimmage, his combination of size, contact balance, and 3-down versatility could push him all the way into that RB1 spot ahead of Ahmad Hardy and other names on this list. Now, as for the RB3 on the draft board, it is Michigan's Jordan Marshall. Now, Marshall is a compact physical runner, and at 5'11", 216 pounds, his profile is built around his vision, contact balance, and his downhill tempo, and the ability to punish second-level defenders. Now, he rushed for 932 yards and 10 touchdowns on only 150 carries in 2025. That production came with just 4 starts, making his projected 2026 workload one of the most important breakout variables in this class. Now, if he's able to come in and handle a true RB1 role in this Michigan offense, he can move from a committee RB1 projection into the top back discussion in the 2027 NFL Draft. Now, to round out the top 4 names on our NFL Draft board that are competing for RB1 in the 2027 NFL Draft, we have Justice Haynes, who is now at Georgia Tech. He is a 2-time transfer, by the way. He started his career at Alabama before transferring to Michigan a season ago. Now, he was off to a ferocious start last season. He was the heart of the Michigan offense before an injury to his right foot kept him on the sideline during the back half of 2025. Now, overall, on tape, Haynes shows that he is a compact, decisive one-cut runner with high-end vision, contact balance, burst, and downhill finishing ability. He rushed for 857 yards and 10 touchdowns on 121 attempts, and he posted 6 100-yard performances in only 7 games in 2025. The concern is going to be whether he can stay healthy and add enough value in pass protection and the receiving game to move beyond an early down committee role. Now, the back outside of the top 4 that I absolutely love is Cam Cook. Now, Cook is a player that I thought should have entered the 2026 NFL draft after what he put on tape at Jacksonville State. He led the FBS with 1,659 yards in 2025. He scored 16 touchdowns and produced 54 runs of at least 10 yards. West Virginia is absolutely an ideal fit for his growth, and with Rich Rodriguez targeting Cook to lead a run-heavy spread offense whose blocking structure is already familiar to him, that will absolutely give him an opportunity to present himself as a potential RB1 candidate in the 2027 NFL Draft. Now, another name outside of that top 4 list that has a ton of potential, it's Nate Frazier, and he may have the best pure speed profile in the 2027 NFL Draft class. Now, at 5'10", 205 pounds, he brings legitimate track speed, outstanding burst, and the acceleration to turn a clean crease into an explosive gain. Now, his receiving background gives him 3-down upside, but the next tier jump depends on ball security and his overall pass protection. Now, the next name that could see a massive jump with a big season in 2026 is going to be Mark Fletcher Jr. out of Miami. Now, at 6'2", 225 pounds, his game is built on contact balance, leg drive, downhill vision, and short yardage reliability. He rushed for nearly 1,200 yards. He had 12 touchdowns. Now, the concern is going to be whether he can create enough explosive plays and expand his receiving role. But if Fletcher becomes more decisive when the run picture is cloudy, his physical early down value can move him well above his current RB6 ranking in the 2027 NFL Draft. Now, the last name that I'm going to throw out there today is going to be Ole Miss's Kewan Lacy. Lacy owns one of the strongest production profiles in the draft class. He set Ole Miss single season records with 1,567 rushing yards and 24 touchdowns in 2025. His game is built around his vision, his ability to accelerate, the contact balance, and the ability to create chunk gains once he hits that second level at the linebacker level there. There are a lot of people out there that have this guy as their RB1 or RB2 in the class. He absolutely fits the mold and has the opportunity in 2026 to ascend into that level as well. So as we continue to inch closer and closer to the 2026 college football season, Ahmad Hardy remains my summer RB1. He is followed by Jadan, Baugh, Jordan Marshall, and Justice Haynes, but this is not a 4-player class, by the way. Cam Cook, as I already mentioned, is a back that I believe can make the biggest immediate jump. You have Georgia's Nate Frazier, who owns the explosive athletic ceiling that we just talked about. And then you've got Miami's Mark Fletcher Jr., who brings proven power and postseason production. And don't forget Ole Miss's Kewan Lacy, who a lot of people have within their top 2 or 3 backs in this particular draft class. Now, the 2027 running back class, it does not have a settled RB1, but it already has multiple backs with a real path into that RB1 discussion. So I'll leave you with this question. Who is your RB1 entering the 2026 college football season? Is it Ahmad Hardy or is it someone else? Did I forget a name out there that you think could ascend into this particular discussion? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, you can find the complete Football Scout 365 rankings over on our website, footballscout365.com. Once again, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more NFL draft analysis right here on Football Scout 365.